You didn't say the magic word.
Please! God damn it!
Alright, so after this I'm gonna back off of talking about Jurassic for a while. I have other things I want to talk about. Generally on this channel I try to talk about things I really love, such as this series. This is not a I hate Jurassic World Rebirth video. I won't be getting into my deeper thoughts about the whole film today. However, I've been having something clawing at the back of my mind, and it just won't go away. One very small, insignificant part, which is probably one of the worst things the series has ever done. Yes, it's worse than what you're thinking. It's this poster in Jurassic World Rebirth.
That is one big pile of shit.
Now you might be asking, what's wrong with it? It's AI generated. How do I know? Why is the straw design on the cup itself? Why does the Rex have 3 claws on the left but 2 on the right? Why does the one with 3 claws look absolutely broken? Why do its teeth look messed up? Why does it have spikes on its back? Where is its neck? What's going on with the tongue? Why are the sunglasses so awkward?
Damn it! Hate this hacker crap!
I think it's pretty damn clear that this was AI generated. No human artist would ever make something like this. I know because I have 2 whole books that prove my point. Now you might be asking, why is this the worst thing in the series? Have you not watched any of the sequels? Gonna be real, the reason this poster pisses me off so much is because it goes against the philosophy of the series in terms of art and technology. What is Jurassic known for? Specifically Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park as a series was built on the foundation of many disciplines, in which AI requires none. The original idea for the dinosaur effects was to bring the dinosaurs to life via a mix of animatronics and stop-motion figures, the ultimate showcase of technology that evolved from films like When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth and The Valley of Gwangi. However, once CGI was introduced and allowed for realistic anatomy and more dynamic movement, the film instead planted the flag that CGI was here to stay.
So what are you thinking?
We're out of a job. Don't you mean extinct?
However, once CGI was introduced into the production, is that they still used the stop-motion technology for the first film. They put motion trackers onto the models so that the CG animators would get a reference for how to animate the dinosaurs. The clear example of this mixing of technology and art is the T-Rex breakout scene, which has evidence of CG, animatronics, and stop-motion. Now, while stop-motion isn't used in the production anymore, the series is very famous for its use of practical effects and CGI. Every production has at least one animatronic on set, in one way, shape, or form. Hell, even in Rebirth, they had an animatronic of Dolores made for certain shots. Now, you might be asking, oh, but isn't this just another technological discipline being used in the series? No. Now, I'm not going to pretend I know exactly how generative AI works. However, I can speak to this poster and how it's a spit in the face of thousands of ILM artists, concept artists like Crash McCreary or Glenn McIntosh, the engineers and artists at Stan Winston's studio and Phil Tippett, who made the original stop-motion effects, and numerous others who put blood, sweat, and tears into every single one of the films. Say what you will about every film in the series. There is passion put into every single one. Rebirth included. However, this poster has none of that. For whatever reason, probably relating to the rushed production of the film, this poster was put into the movie. Our first shot in the modern day of the film, and the first thing to greet us is this disgusting malformed poster, a big sign to show me the lack of care. It tells me you didn't give a shit and that you want me to spend money on a film where you obviously cut corners, which isn't true. There's a lot I want to say about Rebirth itself, but there were people involved who genuinely did care. Yet, they were put into the same film with a big poster showing that they didn't. The main defense I've heard is, well, it's truly reflective of our time if they use AI generation to advertise this attraction. They didn't care, and that reflects how people don't care for the dinosaurs. That's not the intention of this poster. Hell, it would have said more if it was an actual poster designed by a person. The passion for the dinosaurs in our world was so strong that artists were going wild to show how cool they were. And now it's over. Again, it's a very small part of the movie. Who cares? I then would ask this. Where does it stop? It's starting to pop up more and more in films. Weapons used AI for one of its teaser trailers. And it's not just the newer films either. Recently at the Sphere in Las Vegas, there was a re-release of The Wizard of Oz that, God, tastelessly used AI to create performances that didn't exist.
So AI created a brand new performance out of actor Charlie Grapewine.
So you can see that Uncle Henry's walking over and rejoining the original cinematography.
It doesn't reflect advancement, it reflects stagnation. That you toss this in with the expectation that nobody would give a shit. It gets the job done. When is that what we want? I mean, I gotta be real. Today it's a generated poster in Jurassic World Rebirth, but what about in the next film? Generated concept art? What if they decide to use AI to create a dinosaur and no care of design or behavior? I mean, If that's the case, I'd hate to say it, but I might have to call it quits. I'm not gonna sit and watch a film series I love sell itself out like that. Yeah, fine. Say what you will about the others, but as I said, each and every film has blood, sweat, and tears put into it. I can always appreciate that.